Guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down, this is Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. On 1st and 10, Rich, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Rich. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Draw play, Madison. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Rich, flush to his right. Drops this off with Nwangu. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure. Finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the 1st down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Madison. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rich. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run over center with Mitchell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to find Gray here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Rich. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a give to Madison running right. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. Rager catches it left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll go Madison up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give them the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling. The hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Patrick Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that. When they get one against you, as we just saw there, boy, that really hurts them. It puts them back on their heels a little bit and makes them a little bit less confident.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Rich, open right side, complete to Rager. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Now a give to Madison. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Rich. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this pass caught by Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Going to run with Madison again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I think the reason this play's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day one's here.